What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Gemini Jets August 2021 releases. If you have come over from the NG Models August 2021 releases premiere, as this is being premiered, I do thank you for your time, but if you're here just to see the Gemini Jets releases, that is also fine as well. So as I did say in the NG Models releases video, I am doing double duty today with new releases as NG and Gemini have both announced releases on Thursday, August 12th, which, as far as I know, I don't think has happened before. Maybe it has once before, but this is the first time that I myself have experienced it, so this is quite interesting to say the least. And I'm recording this shortly after I did wrap up the editing for the NG Model release video. And I'm currently working on getting two videos uploaded right now, the airport update and, of course, the NG model video. So, what can we expect from Gemini? Well, obviously you don't know until they get shown, so I don't really know how to feel about how I want this month to go. I don't know if I want it to be just kind of meh releases for me anyways, just so I can save up a little bit and save some spots for my Christmas list. Or if I want them to be really good, so I have a couple of models checked off my wish list. So, for example, that would be the Delta Connection Embraer 175 with the enhanced winglets, or possibly a re-release of the American Eagle CRJ700 with the full flavor American Eagle livery, or even a United Airbus A320 in the Evo blue colors. That would also be really nice to see from them, but I do doubt that they will do either three of those, but you never know with them these days. So we're going to go ahead and cut over to the releases. I'm currently recording this at about 10:20 a.m., so it'll be about a few hours for me, but with the magic and power of video editing, it can happen in just 2 seconds. So let's cut over to the releases now. Okay, the Gemini Jets August 2021 releases are just about to be announced. It's 1 minute before 2 o'clock Central Time. What I have noticed is that the June releases are still up on the website. It looks like it's just the oh no, they got both the 1-400, 1-200. I thought it was the other way around, but whatever. So it does look like it is 2 o'clock. I'm going to pop on over to the future releases page. It looks like the RAF A321neo and Alaska One World in 1-200, both of them are 1-200, have been removed from the website. So it does look like we have the June releases still up. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what they have decided to release this time. We'll start off with the 1-200 releases like we always do. Let's see what our first one is. A United 737-700. This is the splits in the Evo Blue, so November 21723, and I believe that is the one NG did, but in 1-400. So they do have the 737-700 splits mold in 1-200, but they don't have it in 400 scale. Moving up the list, we have Southwest Colorado 1, and this is a flaps down release. So, they did this in 1-400 back in, what was it, November of 2019, I think it was. I have the 1-400 release. It's a decent model. The cradle mold's a little tail heavy too, but I don't mind it. And of course, we do have the regular release if you don't want the flaps down stuff, which, I mean, who wouldn't? That's just my opinion, though. Next up, we have a SkyWest CRJ700. So this is the one that they did back in June for 1-400. So now the 1-200 collectors will finally get a regional jet based out of the U.S. So that is nice to see for them. Same registration, everything, 604 Sierra Kilo. And I'm sure the mold there is much better. Next up, we do have the Royal Air Force A321neo. So this is one of the future releases that did get removed from the website before the actual release announcement. Moving up the list, we have a Delta Connection CRJ900, and this is the same registration again that Gemini did in 1-400 for the March releases. So A21 Sierra Kilo. And I'm sure 1-200 collectors will be very pleased to see this, and I'm certainly pleased to see that Gemini is satisfying the 1-200 collectors, even though I don't collect 1-200. Moving up the list, we have another Delta aircraft. This is an MD-11 with the Ron Allen livery, and it does look like it's got a sticker underneath. I think that says the Continental Spirit. I will look at that here once I'm finished looking over all the other releases, but that is very interesting to see. I didn't realize that existed. Next up, we have Cargolux 747-8, and this is an interactive series. Or no, that's not an 8. That's pardon me. That's a Dash 400. I don't know why I thought Dash 8. But it is an interactive series. So Cargolux 747-400. Want to reinforce that. It's a 747-400 freighter. So pardon my mistake for that. Moving up the list, we have American 737-800 EI-GUL Heritage livery, and this is with the flaps down configuration. So our pair of flaps down releases for this month have been satisfied. And of course, we will get the standard release to follow. Moving up again, we have Alaska Oneworld. So this is the other future release that they removed from the future releases section of their front page. This is 487 Alpha Sierra. And yeah, I do have the NG release on order. It's in 1/400 scale because obviously NG doesn't have a 1/200 737 mold in yet. I'm expecting that to come in on Friday, and the unboxing video that should be out on Saturday. So just kind of want to plug that real quick, if you will. Kind of a clever way to sneak that in. And then finally, to round out the 1/200 releases, pretty big month for 1/200 this month, we have an Air France Cargo 777 freighter, and this is another interactive series. And I do like the little logo that they're adding up on the top left corner. Kind of like what they were doing with the flaps down now. They're adding the little flaps down sticker instead of just writing in plain text that it's a flaps down release. So I do like that. Looks pretty good. Love how the L1 door opens up, and then you have the rear cargo door that also opens. So if I did have some money, I would squander it on some 1/200 interactives, but yeah. And that's all we have for the 1/200. Now we have the 1/400 section. It looks to be pretty promising. No military releases this month, which is good news. That should provide us with some good releases. So first up, ooh, Transworld 717. And it's the full flavor Transworld livery. So they've already done a 7.5. I'm kind of thinking about getting that. I think that was from the... I think that was from the June releases, if I remember correctly. But we have a 717-200 with a full flavor Transworld livery. Now, I believe all of these have since gone to Delta. A good chunk of TWA 717s, they have now gone to Delta. So I think AirTran did pick these up, and then eventually Delta finally took them once AirTran merged with Southwest. So I had to check the registration to see if this one's still flying for Delta, and if it is, it's obviously going to be under a different registration. Moving up the list, we have, oh, wow, yes, Southwest 737-700 Lone Star 1. Goodness me. Now, I'm the kind of person that likes NG. I would probably wait for them to do a release of this, but Gemini's mold is pretty good too. I'll give them some credit for, you know, actually improving the mold and whatnot. So this is actually pretty good. I think I will pick this up. I think I'll pick this up from Gemini because it is a little cheaper. So I do have to admit NG's prices are a little high, but of course you do get better quality as a compromise. But yeah, Lone Star 1 from Southwest. That's really good. I think I will be picking this one up. So we're going to go ahead and continue, and I will come back to that once I'm done. So let's see what we got up next. Northwest 757-200, and this is the X-Orient livery, as I like to call it, because this is somewhat represented based off the Northwest Orient livery, and they've just removed the Orient title from the Northwest Orient name. So this one looks to be 534 Uniform Sierra. I'm not sure if this one is still flying, but because this is in such an old livery, I imagine it has since been retired. Moving up the list, we have a National 747-400. This is a flaps down configuration. Very, very interesting release. This one, I think that's 952 Charlie Alpha. Obviously, the registration will have popped up on your screen, but the image is still a little pixelated for me, so I can't really read the registration 100% correct. And of course, we do have the normal release. All right, moving up the list, we have another one. We have, oh, yes, FedEx Feeder ATR 72. It is an Irish registered one, so that will be a little bit of an issue for some. But you know what? For me, this is good because Sioux Falls actually gets these ATR 72s. You know what? I have to get that one too. There is no question about that. So those two, Lone Star 1 and FedEx Feeder ATR, those are coming. No question. I am not going to wait for them to do another American registered one. I can easily change it if I need to, just with a little bit of customization, but I think I'll leave it as it is. So yeah, this is already a really good release. I'm really liking this. Ooh, Eastern Electra. At least I think it's an Electra. Yeah, it is. Eastern L188 Electra, and this is with the hockey stick livery. I think a few of them did survive to the hockey stick era. So this will be a really good crowd pleaser for the retro collectors. And I do love retro models myself, as I've said before, but I just don't really have the time nor the budget to collect them. So, yeah, Eastern Electra, really good release for that one. Moving up the list, we got about 3 more to do. American Airlines, Astrojet. Ooh, this is a tough decision. Should I wait for NG to do this, or should I get the Gemini? Goodness me, Gemini, you are outdoing yourselves again. They have seriously picked up on releases, not gonna lie, especially for American collectors. I do feel sorry for some of the European collectors that have been kind of having to sit out these releases, but American Astrojet, FedEx Feeder ATR, and Southwest Lone Star one. You know, I think I'm gonna be breaking the budget with this one too. Holy cow! And another American 737 MAX. What is going on? I know they did another 737 MAX before. I'm not sure if it was with this exact registration. I don't think it is. This is 324 Romeo November. God, 4 models again? Am I going to have to fill up my Christmas list or something? What in the world? And then finally we have this one, the Alliance Embraer 190 with the 100th anniversary of the Royal Australian Air Force livery. So this is one they did in 1200, I think, last month. And that's all the releases. Really, really good stuff. The FedEx Feeder, that's really nice. The ATR 72, that is a model that I've really wanted to get. I still would need an ATR 42. So hopefully that is going to be coming in the near future. The only downside to this FedEx Feeder release is that this is a Irish registered one, so that might be a problem for some collectors, but for me, I think I'm going to get this one. The American Astrojet, this is a really tough decision. I think what I'm going to do with that one is I think I'll wait for NG to do it. And I think for the Max 8, that one I might pick up too. So I got like 5 options to get. The Northwest and TWA, those are also really good releases, and the National Flaps Down. Good God, every single release I like except for the Alliance. That's just kind of a little, I'm not an Australian collector, but I'm sure for the Australian people, they will probably be all over that if they do like it. So we got Lone Star 1, FedEx Feeder, and American Astrojet, and a Max 8. Like, you cannot deny that these are some really good releases, once again, for American collectors. Whew. Well, I'll be taking quite a while to decide which ones I want to get. But I know the FedEx Feeder is going to be a for sure addition to the collection, so I will have to get on to pre-ordering with that. The Southwest Lone Star, kind of a little bit on the edge of that one. I think I might just wait for NG to do it because I know they have a 737-700 mold now, and I think their mold's a lot better. So I think I might just wait for NG to do that, so I'll just let the Gemini collectors enjoy the Lone Star release. And, yeah, Eastern Electra as well. I haven't really talked about that too much. That one's really nice. I love Eastern Airlines. They're a really good airline, I think. Again, for the retro collectors, I will please them very much if they like Electras. Jumping down to 1-200, pretty jam-packed again. We got 2 interactive series, the Air France Cargo 777 and the Cargolux 747 freighter. Delta MD-11 with the Ron Allen colors. That is a very interesting release. And 2 regional jets for 1-200, the CRJ-900 for Delta Connection and the CRJ-700 for SkyWest. And then we have Colorado 1 Flaps Down, Alaska 1 World, American AirCal Heritage, and United 737-700 splits. Goodness me. Yeah, I'm going to be on the edge with several of these releases. I think for the 737s, I'm just going to wait until NG does them, because I know they will probably do them at some point. But yeah, I will make the decision off camera, and hopefully I will get those models either by Christmas or whenever I feel like getting them. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.